This is Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Shalom, shalom, inshallah. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kakurash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. Okay, today's lesson is going to be on, just watching what you're saying and how you think of things. Okay, so earlier today I was at the gym. Um, it's like not the gym, but like working out in my house, and I kept thinking, about how I used to think, you know, and it was a very carnal way of thinking. When somebody bumps into you and you should apologize, or just say things that soothe soothe the situation. You don't want to put fuel on the fire, is what I'm getting at. So sometimes we have those thoughts of where, yeah, man, I'm gonna beat the hell out of this motherfucker if he ever, if he does this, or just very carnal way of thinking, right? So, and it happens sometimes. you know um we're not perfect in this world, but we have to understand that right now is not our time. Okay, it's not our time to be thinking like that. When the Lord comes and Lord, will He give us the spiritual power? That's a different story, right? It's a very you know pleasant thing to think about. But what I'm referring to is when you're living your worldly life, and somebody somebody may bump into you, or somebody may do this to you. You don't want to get all aggressive now, because you don't know what they got on them. The scriptures say, be harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent, right? You know, let me get that. All right. This is Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Right, man. You don't know what these people have on them. They can have a gun, a knife, and this may be the Lord trying to test you. Are you a meek? Are you you know, a person who thinks through the spirit, or are you carnal? Do you just want to fight all the time? You have that spirit of anger on you, that spirit of pride, you know, and the Lord could test you on this, and you can just, if somebody, bumps into you, it's on accident, most of the time, oh, I'm sorry, apologize and move on with your day. Our whole our whole thing in this is to be, to follow the scriptures, right? To rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, so that's what we're supposed to do, and part of that is not being so carnal. The scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities. And it's true. You know, Shalaki, it's true. We you can't be thinking like that. You can't be thinking, in the sense of always angry, of beating this dude up, of doing that. And we should, I get that. Sometimes, I used to be in school. In high school, I would get that, you know, that that man, if someone tries to fight me, I know I could beat the hell out, but that's a wrong spirit to have, and we're supposed to follow the scriptures, right? Real quick, let me get this right here. Okay, because at the end of the day, all that is pride, and we know the Lord doesn't like pride, right? This is Proverbs 15 and 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. And it's true. Think about it. Just really think about it. If you're walking, down the mall or something, and you're hanging around with your friends, or with the with whoever you're with, with your lady or somebody, and somebody ends up bumping into you. What are you gonna do? You gonna you know apologize, or you're gonna stir up some anger? You know, we're as if we're sheep. The scriptures say we're as if we're sheep. So you gotta really think about that. You gotta think about it. In a spiritual sense. He may have bumped into you. It may have been his fault. Be the first to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. Most of the time, they apologize back, and you guys move on. That's way better than, oh, what's up there, homie? You got Jake out here, man. What the fuck, man? I knew your ass was trying to fight me. It's it's ridiculous what they be doing sometimes, man. There's a story going on where a dude killed the other dude over some too much mayonnaise on his sandwich. Shit like that really does happen. You got to remind yourself that these people are on a lower level. You know, I mean, it's I'm saying this in the most humble, meek way possible. That some of these Jake, they don't really think before they do things. They're very impulsive. They tend to react. You know, instead of think. So it's just little things, that the Lord put us out there. The Lord's giving us advice. Think about it. This is the creator of all things. The Lord created their minds. The Lord understands how Jake will think. So the Lord is telling us, be wise as a serpent. Give a soft answer. You know, remember that the power of life and death is in your tongue. And it's true. We walk a very dangerous path. Let's try not to make it more dangerous. Okay. And sometimes, the anger might get the best of you. And obviously, if someone, is doing a certain thing, or you feel the need to defend yourself, then, defend yourself. But if you feel like you can really, turn it away, and, turn it away the wrath, and really speak to somebody, do it, talk to them. It's very, remind yourself that the Lord does not like anger, okay? Or slack, yeah, pride, I should say. The Lord hates pride, all right? If and if you're walking around with that pride spirit, let's say you go to the gym and you got muscles and stuff, then you all prideful now, you walking around, like you macho man, and you're walking around with your arm swinging, and you bump into somebody, and your first instinct is to fight them. That shows that you're no better than they are. You know, you're no better than they are. So really, really think about these things in a spiritual way. Okay, I'm gonna leave it off on this right here. All right, because it's a very dangerous path we walk. And the Lord understands that. More than anybody. This is Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right? You have to be able to control this and control your anger, because at the end of the day, you're not supposed to be emotional at the end of the day, right? Women are very emotional. That's why they are considered, a weak link. Okay. And with that, I want to give honor, praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Kagudash. The water, my Lord, forgive me this lesson. So like the water, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. And Shalom Akim.